Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another BTNeanderthal video. Today is update number 3 for Season 3 Domination, and we have some very exciting news. As you can see over here, right over there, we have Friday, July 23rd at 10 a.m. PST. That is 1 p.m. EST. That's my time. On the 23rd of Friday, so that's very exciting. And then we have beta opening as soon as the 13th of July, and it'll be closed beta for a week, it looks like, and then open beta for a couple days, about a week later. So that's very exciting. I am very thrilled to be testing that, hopefully, and yeah, that's cool. We're gonna jump right in because today actually has a lot of changes. I'm going to try to get through it all very quickly. If you do not want to watch the rest of this video and have some descriptions here and there, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be going over real quick. We're just going to be going over this post I made right here on Imgur, or Imgur, whatever you want to pronounce it as, and I will post that in the description below if you want to go look through it yourself. I have like basically a bunch of patch notes and images of that I uploaded and made some descriptions on a lot of these changes. Most of these changes are Runeword changes. There are some base item changes. He does talk about how next week he is going to be doing item changes, and like displaying what those might be next week. So that's kind of cool. Also, definitely it was revealed today. Go check out this video right here that Senpai made. Very, very good. I will leave a link in the description. The trailer for Domination, absolutely amazing. If definitely go check it. It's amazing. So, link in the description for that, and link in the description for Imgur. Anyways, here we go. So what do we got here? We got the Spirit and Archon staff. So we have a staff here, and staves now have +2 skills. And they have -15 requirements instead of -25. Looks like it doesn't have -25 here. Maybe it's for staves. Again, if there's any corrections or things that you know, guys, that I did miss, again, I'm just trying to get all this information out quickly. Go check the comments, check the pinned comments, all that stuff. So we got Doom again. It has a change to it, and that is reduced cold pierce by 10, and yeah, reduced cold pierce by 10 total. So it went from 40 to 60, and now it's 30 to 50 roll. So that's what that means. And then we have a chance to cast Volcano, and then, or Gone, and now Molten Boulder, and that fixed some bugs here. We got Last Wish with a huge damage buff and chance to cast level 40 charge bolt. Apparently the 40 charge bolt travels very, very quickly. That's good. We have wide arcane here. Like the whole arcane sanctuary, as you can see on the minimap right there, is very wide. We got Silence now that has Thorns aura. And Thorns, as we covered in the previous videos, if you have not gone and see those, I have an update for the first time we heard anything about Season 3. I'll put a link in the description for that one. And then update 2 covers a bunch of rare items and item changes in the magic and rare suffix pool. So definitely go check those out if you haven't seen those already. We have ED buff as well with Silence. And then we got Faith. Faith got buffed as well. We got 8% chance to reanimate as opposed to 4%, and ED from Ohm. Voice of Reason, now it can be made in bows, and also you got damage to undead is increased. This thing was kind of cool to see. So there is something here, I believe the Pandemonium Talisman. There's this location now where Nilithak usually is, or typically is, that you can only stand in to do the events. This prevents PKs. This prevents, you being AFK in town and then someone popping a declone and killing your character on hardcore or whatever, or on softcore killing your experience or something like that. So you now have to go over to a specific area, and everybody in that area, again, located at Neanderthal's previous place, gets spawned in to the new events, and that includes the declone and now the new Uber Tristram event. And that is, again, you just spawn in there now. You don't have any portal, so you can't just players one spawn and then have an 8-man come in there and clear it. You have to have 8 people come in at the start, or 1 person at the start. So that's very good. And then I'm happy to see like the Last Wish buff that actually ties into this a little bit. Like this buff is going to help greatly, in my opinion, with the changes of the Ubers, because I think we'll see Last Wish with the amount of life tap procs that you can get from that, just to keep yourself alive, and it does more damage in general. So hopefully everything will be better. We have some basic changes, like Steel Claws can now be a thing, where that wasn't a thing before. We have Lawbringer can be in claws now. Instead of Decrep, it now has Amp. And then we have Pattern. Has a just damage buff again, 80 to 120. We got King's Grace. Now works in claws. Crescent Moon works in claws. And in addition to that, Crescent Moon now has, as you can see here, regularly you have 12% chance to cast 13 static field. On polearms and spears, you now have 24% chance. This should help kind of like help you with the road to infinity if you're using a lightning based character, because static field, if you don't know, in Project Diablo 2 has a lingering effect for I think 5 seconds, where it lowers the lightning resist half efficiently of your enemies in a small radius. So the 24% chance to proc on like a mercenary with a thresher, polearm, or spear, that should be good. Also some changes here with the lightning pierce. It's been nerfed from 5 to 15 instead of just flat 35 like it was before, as you can see right here. And then we have magic absorb reduced here. Insight, here's a couple things. Insight now is 20 to 30 all attributes as opposed to 5. Breath of Dying is from 330 to 360 ED to now 375, or 350 to 375, so that's good. Then you have 20 to 30 attributes now, and 8 to 10 life leech. So Breath of Dying saw a buff. And then there's this other thing that, well, before we get to that, Dragon Runeword now allows you to summon additional Hydra. That's good. But now talking about Hydra again, you might think about Diablo clone. Now, looking at a basic clip that Senpai teased, he was fighting the declone with his Fury Druid, as you can see right here. And Diablo clone got about to a quarter remaining health, and then all these guys just spawned in at the exact same time. So, seems to spawn a lot of stuff at that stage. So it definitely seems like it gets harder and harder to cheese. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Then we have Wrath. Now has 60% chance to cast level 18 amp when it was 30% before. Then we have Elemental skill damage charms, and apparently it's also includes magic ones as well. This only works on large charms, and it's a prefix, so that means you can get like life as well. So that's good. Get up to like 35 life on a large charm, so that can be good. Phoenix now has an ED increase, which is kind of crazy, and then 20% fireball proc right here. Level 22 fireball. We have Eternity now has 6 revives instead of the 3 as it was before, so people have been doing meme builds, you can do that more. And we just see a buff overall for Bone Runeword. These are like the class specific runewords. You now have a 30% chance of Bone Spear on striking and a 10% of level 15 Bone Armor. Brand, you have 65% chance to amp now. instead of 35. Heart of the Oak. This was pretty cool. We also now get Oak Sage, and we get to put in a staff. So, again, just covering some of the information we had before. The tier 1 normal bases, like staves, have a base 10 FCR. Exceptional, or the tier 2, has 30 FCR, and tier 3, or elite, has 50 FCR. So, totaling the 80 FCR here in Project Diablo 2, because Hodo in Project Diablo 2 has 30% FCR, equaling the total 80% here. Again, we can see the Oak Sage charges return there. So this could be decent. You know, we have the staves with some staff mods on it, in addition to the plus skills. So we'll see how that goes. It could be some sick stuff there. Wind is now returned to Sir L when it was Sir L. And then the ED is buffed pretty greatly, honestly. 420 to 480 right here, as you can see. So big damage there. That works on any weapon. Memory is buffed as well. Now we have, instead of just a flat 20% max mana, we have 20 to 40% maximum mana. So that's good. Prudence, we have 20 FCR to now 30 FCR. So little buffs here and there. He seems to be equalizing some of the lower rune stuff. We'll get to more of that very quickly. I'm just trying to get through this quick because there's still some other things I want to show and talk about here. Then we have Enlightenment. He increased the FCR here to 20 now. I kind of wished he just put it 2 sorcerer skills, because it kind of sucks when you, in the early ladder, you put a pole rune in and you get 1 sorc skill. Is what it is. You get more FCR. It's not a bad thing, I guess. Then now we got Principle. This one. And this has chance to cast level 25 Holy Bolt on striking. 75% chance. It was 100% with 5 Holy Bolt previously. So that's cool. And he might be reverting to Ralgol Eld. I'm not sure. I think we'll know by the end of beta whether Ralgol Eld or Ralpol Eld. Originally it was Ralgol Eld. So he changed it to pull to like even it out a bit, but now with these changes, we'll see what happens. Exile has been changed to have Amp that is 25% level 18 now, when it was 15 previously. We got Splendor, and that has 15, or went from 15 to 30 MF to now 20 to 30 MF. Sanctuary, okay. Here's actually one of the things. Sanctuary is not changed, but look at the base this is in. Overseer Skull, we now have 3 socket Necromancer shields. This is huge. You can make, like, Dream, was it Dragon? And what? Like Ancient's Pledge and stuff like that. So you can put stuff in Necro shields, and then in addition to that, you can get a 3 socket, like, Homunculus if you up it. Right, and then slam it for 3 socks. So that's a thing. Necro's shields are getting stronger now. That's really cool to see. Pride Runeword. So these are some notes I have here. We have Pride Runeword now has +4 enhanced maximum damage per level. Black also works in claws. Chaos Runeword now has a reduced frozen orb chance, but works with Blade Shield. Whirlwind is now +5 on Chaos. Then we have Leaf reverted back to the original LOD +3 to fire skills. Melody now has enhanced damage to 150, or up to from 50. White now has +2 to 3 armor from 1 to 3. Death with the Blood Golem for 18. Plague now has been buffed as well with 20% chance to cast, level 16. Lower res, we got Bramble, got nerfed a little bit with the life per kill. Stealth has been buffed, kind of. FHR and FCR is now 20. So I think that's a good idea. It's like, because ultimately, like, you can find other stuff that will beat stealth pretty easily still. And then we have Wealth, some basic things here and there. Wealth with more mana on kill. Smoke with a little bit more max all res. And big change here. This one's actually actually a few big changes here. We have Enigma now goes to 5 charges, which is a lot of charges. And then now has life per kill, and then replenishes a charge every 3 seconds instead of 6. So Enigma is pretty spammable now. It's not like ultra spam, but like you can play pretty fast now, I think. And yeah, this is actually kind of an exciting change. We'll see how it all plays out. I want to try this out in the beta and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Gloom now is 20 to 40 FHR. Then we have Treachery. No longer has the fade when struck. And there's going to be a replacement proc coming. So we don't know what that is yet, but that is a good thing in my opinion, because if you wanted to use Burst of Speed and you had Treachery, which is one of the only skills that gives you +2 to assassin skills, like early on, you know, it's very cheap. It's Treachery, you need this, but you want to run Burst of Speed. You just proc Fade whenever you get hit because it's a 30% chance, and it slowed you down so much. Very, very annoying. Fade is now put onto Peace. The chance to cast Valkyrie is removed. It adds 1 additional Valkyrie, and that Fade went right onto Pierce. So we didn't lose it, it just got moved over to Pierce. Or not Pierce, Peace, excuse me. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of all the item changes here as of right now. That's a quick summary of what's going on here. And then right here, this is the new map that is coming out with a little bit of showcase from Senpai's stream earlier today. So we have like this Chaldeum feel. I forget exactly what it's called. Let's see. Show me, Senpai. What is it called? The Fall of Chaldeum. So it's got this like Act 3 or Act 2 town vibe, right? And you know, there's a bunch of sandy areas and bridges and stuff. Apparently a lot of the stuff was made by a guy that actually like made a bunch of D2 assets. Like this is not found in D2. He literally made them himself, I believe in like Photoshop or something. So this is very impressive work here. Like this is not in the editors and stuff. So we got some cool bridges. We got some cool stairs. Again, lots of corpses here. Chaldeum has definitely fallen here. We got railings and stuff that have been broken down, as you can see here. But here is the boss room, actually. We got 4 torches chilling here. And a nice big boss room area. So that's kind of cool. We got a nice little palace kind of section here as you're walking through the palace. Like you can walk up these stairs, walk into the palace, as you can see. So that's kind of cool. And then it kind of like circles around, it looks like. And it's kind of like a big circle. Looks like it should be a relatively clean map. As you can see, that's pretty much the end. So anyways, guys, I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Guys, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button for sure. Share it to your friends who are interested in Project Diablo 2 Season 3 coming very soon. Go check out those links in the description. Definitely check out the video. That is, you know, they did a fantastic job with the video on the trailer. So definitely go hit that up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And thank you guys. Much love. You guys are beasts.